evening and thanks for joining us on News Channel 15. I'm Jeremy Smith filling in for Scott Allen, and here's a look at today's news. Lawrence County authorities arrested a Bridgeport man on an aggravated assault charge Wednesday. According to WAKO, sheriff's deputies took 35-year-old Robert Hall into custody. Hall was taken to the Lawrence County Jail. WAKO also reports that Bridgeport police arrested a Lawrenceville man for drug possession during a traffic stop on Wednesday. Police stopped a vehicle driven by 36-year-old Andrew Cox at Franklin and Main. Cox was charged with driving under the influence of drugs, unlawful possession of a controlled substance, and unlawful possession of methamphetamine. Cox was taken to the Lawrence County Jail. Also reported by WAKO, a Vincennes man was arrested Wednesday on a warrant from Knox Superior Court 2 for drug possession charges. Indiana State Police located 27-year-old Jordan Chanley in the 1900 block of College Avenue. Chanley was wanted on charges of illegal possession of a narcotic drug and illegal possession of a controlled substance. The warrant was issued back in February. Chanley was taken to the Knox County Jail. WSEI out of Albany reports that the Illinois State Police District 12 has released results from recent enforcement patrols that were held during the month of May in Richland and surrounding counties. State troopers' nighttime enforcement patrol in Richland and surrounding Clay counties conducted from 9 p.m. at night through 6 a.m. the following morning resulted in 9 total citations, 38 written warnings. There were 4 tickets for registration offenses, 2 citations for alcohol and/or drugs, 2 tickets for insurance violations, and 1 ticket each for DUI, an occupant restraint violation, and a driver's license offense. An occupant restraint and enforcement patrol in Richland and Lawrence counties resulted in 30 total citations and 18 total written warnings. Overall, there were 23 safety belt citations issued, 1 child restraint citation. State police will continue their special patrols through June in Richland, Jasper, and all District 12 counties. Now on to state news. U.S. Steel Corporation says it will restart the second of 2 shuttered blast furnaces at its Granite City mill, bringing back about 300 workers. The Pittsburgh-based company says the restart of the facility's first furnace is in progress with about 700 workers recalled to the work in the past few weeks. U.S. Steel laid off about 2,000 workers when it idled the 2 furnaces back in 2015. The action comes after President Donald Trump's announcement of greater tariffs on imported steel earlier this year. WFIW reports that Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees will hold a special meeting Friday to discuss placing University President Randy Dunn on administrative leave and appointing an acting president. Dunn has been criticized for allegedly favoring the SIU Edwardsville campus over the Carbondale campus. Lawyers for Illinois House Speaker Michael Madigan are asking for a dismissal of a lawsuit filed by an ex-campaign worker who alleges her reporting of sexual harassment cost her a promotion in the Speaker's political organization. The Associated Press reports today that the request in federal court by Illinois Democratic Party and 3 Madigan-controlled campaign funds denies allegations by Elena Hampton. She contends in her lawsuit her effort to stop Kevin Quinn's unwanted advances prevented her from getting further work on the Democratic campaigns. Hampton has said she was harassed by Quinn during the 2016 campaign season. In Tuesday's filing, Madigan's legal team contended that Hampton has failed to establish an employment relationship existed between her and the party during the relevant time period. Madigan fired Quinn a day before Hampton went public with her allegations back in February. Well, May's been the warmest month of the year so far on record for Illinois, according to the Illinois State Survey of Water. The statewide average temperature was 70.6 degrees, 7.9 degrees above the normal. The National Weather Service's Climate Prediction Center says the month of June will have an increased chance of having above normal temperatures and below normal precipitation. We'll have the extended forecast for you right after the break. And welcome back to News Channel 15. Let's take a look at that weather forecast. As you can see by the map behind me here, we have not had any clouds or rain today, so it has been an absolutely beautiful day for early June, and you couldn't ask for anything better than that. Looking at the temperatures for today, you're seeing a high of right around 91 degrees. That sits slightly above our normal highs for this time of year of 83, but still well below our record high of 98. Expect for a low tonight right around 68 or 70, but there's no precipitation in the gauges. Looking back at the map now, you can see we do have a little bit of a storm front coming in from the north. It's going to be pushing in some cloud coverage, going to be pushing in some rain. But as of right now, our area is going to stay pretty well clear. Maybe a little bit of fog and cloud coverage over here towards Vincennes and that area south of Indianapolis. And you're going to get a little bit of rain up around the Indy area. But for the most part, our area is going to stay nice for the night. Looking into tomorrow morning, you're going to see that as this pushes down, it is going to bring some of those clouds in and a little bit of a risk of rain. But most of our rain is going to stay right now to the east of our viewing region. So you should have at least 24 more hours, maybe 36 more hours of dry weather before you have to worry about a little bit of rain. Looking at clouds tonight, partly cloudy sky, low of 68, maybe 70. Like I said earlier, there should be some light winds. Open up the windows and enjoy the breeze. Friday, partly cloudy skies, high of around 93. You can expect a possible chance of rain right at 20%. Shouldn't be that big of a deal until further on in the weekend. Friday night, partly cloudy skies, low around 71, and once again, some light winds. As we look into our extended forecast, you can see here that on Friday, your high is going to be around 92 degrees, low around 71, going to be partly sunny. But that's right, folks, we've got a rainy weekend ahead in our forecast. Going to be rain Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and possibly even into the middle of next week. But Saturday, expect a high around 90, lows around 70, 88 for Sunday's high, 70 for the possible low on Sunday. Monday, you're looking at 88, 70 for your low, a low of 69 on Tuesday night, and a high of 90. That's all I've got for weather for the day. Make sure you stay tuned for sports. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back to News Channel 15. How about a look at sports? In Senior Legion Baseball, the new Baden Wooden Bat Tournament starts tonight. It's officially called the Elmer Ross Memorial Tournament with 12 teams taking part. It's going to be pool play tonight, tomorrow night, and throughout the day on Saturday, with the championship finals being played at Sunday at the new Baden site. Teams from Pool B will play at the Trenton site and consist of Newton, Olney, Valmeyer, Odin, Belleville, and Trenton. Pool A teams who will play at the new Baden site are Robinson, Salem, Centralia, Kirkwood, Imperial, and New Baden. The best of luck to the Newton and Olney teams tonight through Sunday at New Baden and Trenton. Thanks to Travis Harrison's grand slam, the Evansville Otters beat the Gateway Grizzlies 4-2 in the second game of their series Wednesday at Bosse Field in front of 1,754 fans. The Evansville Otters will be going for a series win when they take on the Gateway Grizzlies tonight from Bosse Field at 6:35. And sad news today for Cardinals fans. Hall of Famer Red Schondienst, Mr. Cardinal, has passed away Wednesday evening at home at the age of 95. Red wore the uniform longer than anyone else in the franchise's long and storied history and was one of the oldest living Hall of Famers. He played for the Cardinals from 1945 to 1956 and again from 1961 to 1963. He coached for the 1964 World Champion Cardinals and managed the Cardinals from 1965 through 1976, winning National League pennants in 67 and 68, as well as a World Series in 67. After 2 years as an Oakland Athletics coach, Mr. Schondienst would return as a Cardinal and coach from 1977 to 1995, including stints as an interim manager in 1980 and 1990. In total, he wore the birds on the bat for more than 60 years, with the highlight coming in 1989 when he was elected by the Veterans Committee to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York, joining his longtime friend, roommate, teammate, Stan Musial. Well, it was a thriller in Chicago at the bottom of the ninth when Jason Hayward hit a game-ending grand slam home run off of Adam Morgan with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth to give the Chicago Cubs a 7-5 victory over the Philadelphia Phillies in Game 2 of their 3-game series here at Wrigley Field. Hayward's heroics followed Dylan Cozen's tie-breaking 2-run homer off of Cubs closer Brandon Monroe in the top of the ninth. Corey Mazzoni picked up the win in relief for the Cubs, and Anthony Rizzo homered for the Cubs earlier in the game as they built a 3-0 lead, only to see the Phillies recover and take the lead back. The rubber game of the series is Thursday afternoon with Nick Pivetta pitching for the Philadelphia Phillies and Tyler Chatwood for the Cubs. And finally, congratulations to Bryce Northcott of Carmi-White County. Bryce was named to the All-Star State Baseball team. That is an awesome achievement, And Bryce has been a heck of an athlete in all sports all the way around, and we wish him all of the best luck. And that does it for sports. Thank you for joining us here on News Channel 15. Filling in for Scott Allen, this has been Jeremy Smith. Scott will be back with you tomorrow to bring you more news, and until then, have a pleasant evening.
For over a century, Mount Carmel Public Utility Company has served Wabash County with safe and reliable energy. And now we're there for you in a whole new way. Introducing our new Smart Hub app. The free app lets you access your account 24 hours a day right from your fingertips. Receive email notifications when a new bill is issued and pay that bill directly online, anywhere, anytime. Access your usage history and more. Download the Smart Hub app today at mtcpu.com. Just another way Mount Carmel Public Utility Company serves our neighbors, families, and friends.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn. And best of all, adding New Wave internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save.
89.1 The Bash is guaranteed to bring you the latest in today's hit alternative, including the classics, 24/7 non-stop, with 50,000 watts of power. Turn those radio dials to 89.1 The Bash for all your music needs.